Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of WWE 2K22 Universe, where we are back here on the black and gold brand NXT, and tonight we will see the NXT Champion Johnny Gargano. He will be holding an open challenge, a non-title open challenge at that. And then in our main event, we will see Candice LeRae. She will actually be teaming up with Dakota here tonight, and she will be taking on the team of Roxanne Perez and the NXT Women's Champion Shirai. But let's look at some other results. So as you see here, Cora Jade faced off against Gigi Dolan. It was Cora Jade getting the win. Of course, Cora Jade, the third member of, I guess, that little agreement that they have between Roxanne, Io, and Cora. Santos, he faced Swerve, and he will pick up the win here tonight. Santos trying to get back on the winning side of things after failing to win the NXT Championship. And then Raquel Gonzalez, she will take down Xia Brookside. Well, here is the NXT Champion Johnny Gargano. Of course, he was successful at retaining the NXT title at the latest TakeOver event, NXT TakeOver 30, against the leader of Legado del Fantasma, Santos Escobar. As here is the champ, always looking confident as ever does Johnny Gargano. He is the man here in NXT, and he's got the championship to prove it. And tonight, he's decided to hold an open challenge, and we asked him if it was going to be a championship over challenge or not, and he said no, the championship will not be on the line tonight. He just wants to give somebody an opportunity to showcase themselves, to see if they belong here in NXT and if they belong in the ring with the NXT champion. So who is going to accept this challenge? We have no idea. Gargano also has no idea who's going to accept this challenge. Of course, it's an open challenge for a reason. There's no game plan here tonight for Johnny Gargano other than to win. The question is, who will he be facing is the real question. I don't know how much he can game plan with just seeing an entrance of a guy walking out here, but we will see what Gargano would do. And actually, I believe Gargano, I think he said he was going to talk to us for a little bit before this matchup got underway. You see the NXT champion just flashing the goal, very confident is Johnny Gargano. Well, let's listen to what the champ has to say. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NXT, the Gargano NXT. You see, at NXT TakeOver 30, I was able to defeat Santos Escobar like I said I would. And now that is behind me, we are going now to look further into the future. Me as the NXT champion, I want different competition. I want accelerated competition. So tonight, as the nice guy that Johnny Gargano is, I am holding an open challenge here tonight. Not for the NXT Championship, but an open challenge to see if anybody backstage wants to take a shot at the champ in a non-title match. You want to take a shot at the champ to see if they belong here in the black and gold brand, if they belong here in the WWE. So with that being said, bring me out who is accepting this challenge and give it your best shot. Well, we're going to see who is going to accept the champion's challenge. And as you see here, the kid from Spain, it is going to be A-Kid making his debut, I believe, here in NXT here tonight against the NXT champion. Well, A-Kid, he was a big success over there in NXT UK. Now he's made his way to the States. And it's got to be a little bit of a shocking appearance here for Johnny Gargano. I don't believe he doesn't have a lot of knowledge about A-Kid. We don't either. This is our first time seeing A-Kid here in the series, and it's a big night for him. He's facing off against the NXT champion, Johnny Gargano. Well, he wanted an open challenge, and he's gonna get it. So A-Kid and Gargano here tonight as the referee. He gets things underway, and Johnny Gargano now looking to go take out A-Kid, but he can't luck out A-Kid. He is a very good talent. He is very young as well. And now we have Johnny Gargano, the NXT champion. Oh my goodness, face first goes A-Kid. And right now the champ seems to be in control. Of course, like we said, our main event later on is going to be the wife of the NXT champion, Candice LeRae. She'll be teaming with Dakota as A-Kid tried to go for a springboard missile drop kick, but Gargano moved out of the way. A-Kid now moving out of the way of that discus clothesline. Oh, a big strike by A-Kid. Yes, it's going to be Candice and Dakota. They will be teaming up to take on the team of the NXT Women's Champion, Shirai. and Roxanne Perez. Of course, this all started at NXT TakeOver 30, the whole thing between these women. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but right now it's all about A-Kid and the NXT Champion. Now Gargano, big strike there to A-Kid, puts him in the corner. Now Gargano, what's he looking to do here? Now looking to use the ropes to his advantage. Here is the NXT Champion, using that veteran instinct that he has here. And now A-Kid now taking out the arm of Johnny Gargano, possibly looking to set up for some type of armbar. Oh, he's got the armbar locked in too. He's got an armbar locked in right here, right now. But Gargano, though, able to fight out of that immediately. Now look at the athleticism of Johnny Gargano right there. He's the NXT champion for a reason, a top dog here in NXT for a reason. There goes A-Kid, Johnny Gargano. Now talking a little bit of trash to the upstart, making his debut here tonight as the ref begins the count. And Gargano looks like he's going to let A-Kid get back in the ring. A-Kid, think about what his next move's going to be. Gargano, oh my goodness! I believe A-Kid baited into the NXT champion. And a big mistake there by Johnny Gargano. He just took caution to the wind and he crashed and burned. And now A-Kid, what's he looking to do? He's got the legs hooked up Gargano. Now he's looking to deal some damage to the legs of Johnny Gargano. Right now, the NXT champion looking a little bit out of sorts right now against A-Kid. Now here's Johnny. Oh, sending A-Kid into the edge of the announce table. And now Gargano, he's got a lion tamer of some sort. So tried to lock it in. He decided to let it go. Now Johnny Gargano is going to send A-Kid back in the ring. Now Johnny just trying to catch his breath a little bit here, it seems. He's been a little off his game right now, to say the least. A-Kid, I believe it was too much of a surprise for him. He thought he'd get somebody that he has a little bit of knowledge about. There's a springboard moonsault falling into the covers. Johnny Gargano and a kick out at one. He thought he'd get somebody that he has a little bit of knowledge about, but instead he gets A-Kid, somebody he has no idea about, as now Johnny plants A-Kid. Oh my goodness. Well, then again, Johnny, he could be looking for the end here as he drags A-Kid away from the ropes. Now, missing the stop there. And now here comes A-Kid taking down Johnny. And he's got the armbar locked in again. The armbar's locked in. Johnny's in trouble. Will the NXT champion be tapping out? And Gargano fights out of that. All right, now Johnny, I don't think he expected this type of fight from A-Kid. A-Kid has looked very impressive in this matchup. And now he's going to look to go to the top rope. And now A-Kid turning around. Big moonsault by the A-Kid right there. A-Kid now falling into the cover, looking to pin the NXT champion. What a big win this would be. Kick out by Gargano, though. Not enough to take out the NXT champion. Oh, man. Big springboard senton. Now, Johnny, though, catching A-Kid. Now, Dragon Screw takes down A-Kid. Now, Johnny's possibly looking for the Gargano escape here. No, he's going to try to pick him up, but A-Kid, though, elbow to the gut. Oh, there's a big strike by A-Kid. And now A-Kid, missing the big fist drop on the ground. And now Johnny Gargano taking down A-Kid. Oh, my goodness, you have to be impressed with what A-Kid is showing here against the NXT champion here tonight in his debut in NXT, no less. And now Gargano, he's got A-Kid on the shoulders. What's the champ looking to do? Sends him down on the top turnbuckle. What a matchup this has been between these two. And now here's Johnny Gargano. Oh, man. Dropping the leg on the back of the head. Now Gargano talking a little bit of trash to the fans. Of course, the way they have the NXT Championship under their grasp. They're looking to get more gold. Big kick there by Gargano. I believe that's A-Kid's move. And I was looking to beat the kid with his own move. Are you got to be kidding me? And A-Kid will kick out. He got the shoulder up. Gargano can't believe it. The fans can't believe it. What a performance by A-Kid so far here tonight. Now Johnny Gargano, he's got a hold of A-Kid. What's he looking to do? Oh, man. Taking down A-Kid. And now here's Johnny with the springboard splash, falling into the cover on A-Kid. Will this be the win? And it is. Well, an unclimactic ending, to say the least, at least a little bit. But A-Kid, you have to be impressed for what this guy showed here tonight against the NXT champion. I don't think Johnny Gargano can't believe it. He looked a little exhausted after that matchup there. But at the end of the day, the NXT champion was just not enough Well, the NXT champion was a lot for A-Kid, and he picked up the win. A-Kid just did not have enough in the tank to defeat the NXT champion here tonight, but you got to believe there is a big future for this kid, whether it's in NXT or maybe sometime on the main roster. But right now, Johnny Gargano, the NXT champion, he is successful here tonight in his matchup. Guess the open challenge was a success. Will we ever see him do it again? Probably not. But for now on, the way they run NXT, and it's Gargano on top of the mountain here in the black and gold. Well, we are backstage now with Walter, or you could say Gunther, what a lot of people like to call him. He just finished some training here backstage where the rings are here. And I don't think he's going to be doing a lot of talking to us. And I'm surprised he didn't answer the open challenge laid out by Johnny Gargano. I guess he has other things to do. Of course, Walter, the leader of Imperium here in NXT. And oh, wait a minute here. There's the NXT champion. Just finished his matchup running into Gunther backstage. Are they going to lock it up here? Johnny Gargano at rest. And you got to think Walter at some point, he could be a challenger for that NXT championship. Johnny Gargano, he's got to be careful about who he picks fights with here in NXT. But anyways, enough about Johnny Gargano. It is time for our main event here tonight. The women are taking control yet again as here comes the NXT Women's Champion, Io Shirai. Of course, Io, the first ever Women's Champion in this series. She won that title in a triple threat match at NXT TakeOver in Your House. And Dakota Kai, she was one of those members of that matchup. And going into this little thing here a little bit, it all started at NXT TakeOver 30, where Candice, LeRae, and Indy Hartwell had a matchup against Roxanne and Cora Jade. Of course, we all know about the rivalry that Candice, LeRae, and Cora Jade had, and it's still technically going on as we speak. But Indy Hartwell and Roxanne were in the middle of the ring going at it. Meanwhile, Cora was on the outside trying to get up. And meanwhile, while everything was going on in the ring, Dakota Kai would interfere. She would take out Cora Jade again, taking her out for the rest of the matchup, which then would cost Roxanne and Cora the match, and the Way would pick up the win. And then later that night, Dakota Kai, after Io Shirai had successfully retained her women's championship, she would then take out the women's champion. And ever since then, there's been a partnership of some sort between the Way and Dakota Kai. And Io, while she doesn't believe she has many friends here, she's found some companions, some backup, some allies in Cora Jade and Roxanne, a common enemy for all these three women and these six women in this entire ordeal. They just do not like each other. Well, speaking of, here's the one that kind of, I guess, instigated this whole thing. Dakota Kai now making her way to the ring. She returned at TakeOver 30. We just listed off what she did at TakeOver 30. She got a win over Roxanne last week, though. Last week was the big brawl between all these women after Dakota would try to attack Roxanne after the matchup. And now we're going to see another tag team matchup here tonight as we await the final member of this match. It's going to be Candice LeRae from the Way in action. Not Indy Hartwell, but Indy Hartwell, she will be here. There you see them. Candice and Indy now making their way towards the ring. Of course, Candice LeRae, we all know the goal of the Way. They want to hold all the gold. So Candice LeRae, possibly at some point, looking to go grab that NXT Women's Championship. But there's a lot of great superstars here in NXT that want that gold too. Of course, Io Shirai, she's the champion. Dakota Kai, she seems to have her eye on the gold. Of course, we just mentioned Candice must have her eye on the gold. Heck, even Roxanne and Cora Jade may want the gold. You can't really trust them that much. But for right now, they're putting that aside them to fight common enemies. And we're going to see what happens in this tag team matchup as the champ. She will start things off with Dakota Kai. And these two women fall all over the place last week as this matchup gets underway. Now Io Shirai, she's got a hold of Dakota. And now a big slam there by the champion. And now Io Shirai, the standing moonsault to Dakota Kai. And right now Io starting this match off strong for her team. Io now calling for Dakota to get up. It's Genius in the Sky looking to take flight here. And misses the missile drop kick. Oh my goodness. And now Dakota Kai, she's looking to take control. A big punch there by Dakota. Io though, big leg kick. Of course, most of these women have faced each other a lot in the past. There's another big slam by Io. Of course, we all know the historic rivalry of Io and Candice, their history. Dakota Kai, oh, missing that big kick there. She's faced Io a couple times in the past. Roxanne, I guess the the baby of this entire ordeal. She's the newest one here. A lot of these women have been here for a while. And now Dakota Kai looking to take out Io. Boom! Big kick there by Dakota. Io, though, fighting out of the corner as Candice LeRae looks on. Of course, the X factor of this whole thing, Indy Hartwell. They got to make sure that Indy doesn't cost them the match. If there's a tag, in comes in Candice LeRae. Ms. Gargano now in the ring. Of course, we just saw her husband, the NXT Champion, pick up a win. Let's see what that could give her some luck here. Oh, man, a big backbreaker by Io Shirai taking out Candice. In comes in Roxanne off the tag. Of course, Roxanne, she's been in NXT for a little bit, has had a couple matches. Hasn't gone her way most of the time recently, but we will see what happens here tonight. Now, Candice LeRae seems to have control. She's looking for that surfboard submission. She's got it. Just has Roxanne stretched across her knees and legs. Roxanne, though, to break out of that. Candice getting her shoulders up. The ref didn't even get to do a count. And now Candice, oh, man, big DDT by Candice LeRae. And now what's she looking to do here? Going off the top rope here. And Candice LeRae with a big splash. And out of the gate so far, these ladies looking to put on a big matchup here tonight as Dakota Kai will come back in off the tag. Of course, the other member of this entire ordeal, Cora Jade, not out here right now. She had a matchup earlier, but she put faith in her best friend Roxanne and Io Shirai. She believes they can get this win here tonight, but I don't know about that. With Indy Hartwell also outside the ring here, I think the favor is in the corner of Dakota Kai and Candice LeRae. We just have to see which team can use teamwork the best here tonight to pick up the win. Also, the big question is, how much does Dakota Kai and Candice LeRae trust each other? Yeah, this may be a partnership of common interests and common goals and a common enemy, but really we have not seen these two interact that much, so we'll have to see what type of trust there is between them. Maybe there is a lot of trust, maybe there isn't. We don't know. Maybe this match will be an indicator of how this relationship is between The Way and Dakota Kai. Io's back in the match. Oh, big enziguri by Dakota. Double foot stomp now. The champ is rattled right now. She's on the mat, and it's going to be a tag back into Candice LeRae. Now, Candice, what's she looking to do? She's picked up a couple good wins left and right here in NXT. Big strike to the champion. Now slamming the back of Io's head into the mat. And right now, Dakota and Candice, so far it looks like their teamwork has been looking pretty good. Another tag out. Dakota's back in the ring. Io misses the drop kick. And right now, Dakota in The Way. They seem to be in good spirits. Dakota now with the takedown. And now here's Dakota Kai. Oh, man. Snapmare there by Dakota. And she's looking to keep Io Shirai away from Roxanne. But here's Io, though, taking down Dakota. Double foot stomp by the NXT Women's Champion. Now she's looking to go get the tag again, but there's Dakota, able to stop her in her tracks. Sends her to the corner. And now here's Dakota Kai. She loves to do this move. We saw her try to do this last week against Roxanne. She wasn't able to get it, but there it is. Here tonight, that boot across the face. Now once again, just in the boot across the face. And now what's she looking to do here? Oh my goodness, again. The champion is down. Dakota's going to fall into the cover. She's got the shoulders down. And Roxanne barely breaking it up. I think Io probably got the shoulders up as well. But doesn't matter how, if it was broken up or kicked out. The main factor is this match is not over. Now Dakota Kai, what's she looking to do here? Io Shirai, though, with sweeping the legs, trying to keep her team in it. Roxanne gets back on the apron. Available for a tag for the NXT Women's Champion. She's been in there for a long time. Now Io, she's got Dakota up. Oh, drops her on the ropes. Now Io, she's got control. Double knees to the gut of Dakota Kai. Now she's going to fall into the cover right here after those double knees. Candice slides into the ring, breaks things up. Now Candice LeRae, she saw Roxanne, and now she takes out Roxanne immediately. Now Io looking to take advantage. Candice, on the other hand, looking to go take care of Roxanne Perez. There's Io Shirai with a big elbow drop to Dakota Kai. Now Dakota's in trouble. She's going to have to kick out to keep their team in the match, and she does kick out at 2. Not enough damage done by the champion to win the matchup just yet. Of course, Cora Jade, she must be watching this somewhere, and if she has to come down here and get involved because Andy's doing something, she'll do it. But Io Shirai seems like she has this under control. Big strike to Dakota Kai. And is she looking for that big Spanish fly that we've seen her do multiple times here in NXT? Here we go. There it is. The big Spanish fly off the top rope. Dakota Kai is down. She could be out of it. But Io, she wants to put the finishing touches on this thing. Here's Io Shirai looking to fly. Oh, Dakota! She rolled out of the way. No moonsault for the Genius of the Sky. No moonsault for the champion. Now Dakota, she's just trying to keep her... I think she's trying to keep her distance from Io Shirai. She's been in this ring for a while. And now, oh man, dropped on the top turnbuckle. Roxanne's finally up from that beatdown she got from Candice LeRae. Meanwhile, here's Io just driving her feet into Dakota. All that weight, and oh, double knees by Io Shirai. Her and Roxanne have full control of this matchup now. And now, big knee strike by Io Shirai. Dakota Kai is down. She might be out cold. I don't think she knows where she is. And a tag into Roxanne. She's been wanting to get in this matchup for a while. And now Roxanne, big fist drop onto Dakota Kai. And King Coda right now looking too good. Candice, she's got to find a way to get Dakota up, and she's got to get in this thing. And now Roxanne with the insult to injury to Dakota Kai. She's down. Now Roxanne, she cooks the leg, going for the cover. Count of one by the official. Candice breaks it up at 2. Now Candice, trying to keep her distance, trying to fight off Roxanne here. But now Candice, she's sent to the outside, and Io is right there to accept her. And here we go, Io trying to keep her down. Dakota now trying to keep her team in the match. Now Dakota has the arm. No, reversal by Roxanne. Now Roxanne, what's she looking to do? Big neck breaker. Meanwhile, Io on the outside, a white noise or air raid crash, and a cover by Roxanne on Dakota Kai, and they're going to pick up the win. Wow. Well, the tag team work of Io Shirai and Roxanne picks up the win here tonight for their team. Candice and Dakota Kai, they were not able to get it done, and they looked great throughout the matchup. They had momentum throughout the matchup. They had control throughout the matchup, but at the end of the day, the NXT Women's Champion and Roxanne Perez just had enough cohesiveness to get it done. And we've got to say, even though all these matches have already happened, this thing between these 6 women is not over. But for right now, the champ and Roxanne can celebrate their big victory here tonight on NXT. And that is all we have time for here in this episode of Universe Mode. We'll see you guys next time. Take care.